Okay, I'm gonna try and cut my own fringe. I'm just having a health lab bar and making a cup of tea. Is that alright with everyone? No. I have literally never. No, I'm lying. So the only time I've cut my hair is when I have like a pixie cut. After I shaved my head. Hey, darling. Where are you going? Yeah, the only time I've ever cut my own hair is after I shaved my head and my hair was growing in. You know, I was kind of just like shaping it. But my fringe is very overdue for a cut. And Bunny's very excited to know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, she's shy. Yeah, very overdue for a cut. On my anniversary on Monday. I'm starting a new job on Monday. So I figure it's perfect time to potentially fuck up my head. And I've got these scissors. We'll see how they go. I am gonna need a comb, which doesn't appear to be classic. Most people before filming a video would get all their stuff together first. Not me. I'm here for the shit content. And by shit, I mean this is just a person living their life. They're filming it. And maybe they're gonna upload it, and maybe they're not. Ooh, I have thinning scissors. I wonder if we're gonna need them. Probably not, but they're fun. Still have so much hair dye too. Not a single comb in this hair box. Excellent. What about in here? Oysters in my pocket. I'll save them for lunch. Oh yeah, alright. Come on man, where are all the combs? I have at least 2 combs. Maybe they're in my bedroom. Oh, I do have pimple patches. I thought I used all of those. Don't think there'll be one in here. But stranger things have happened. Okay. To the bedroom. Alright. It's a little bit covered in makeup, foundation that is going on it, but it's alright. We have comb, we have a big round brush, and I need to blow my nose, so excuse me. Alright. Now, we just need to find our Mondo tutorial, because he will never set us wrong. What you can kind of curtain, bang, fringe, cut, Mondo. Let's see. It's not quite what I'm after. It's a little frustrating that so much of what I'm getting when I type in Mondo is hairdresser reacts to people cutting their own curtain bangs. Like, okay, can you tell me how to cut them though? That'd be great. I'm not super getting exactly the fringe I want. So we might have to watch a couple of tutorials and yeah, let's open this one and then let's open someone called Jake Thompson has kind of the fringe that I want, so I'm actually gonna have a little look at his video. Is this in my pocket?
Curtain fringe. Curtain fringe is really huge right now, so we're going to be cutting the curtain fringe first, and then we're going to go into the shag after that. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be amazing. Let's get that started right now.
It's going to be amazing? All right.
We want to establish how much fringe do we want to have. So first off, when you're cutting a fringe on somebody, most people, if you look at this, you know, your temporal bone right through there, right at that specific point is about where the hair is going to part between the front and the actual sides. So with that, let's keep in mind that we're going to find that point on this mannequin.
First, we're going to need our middle part. Oh, my hair is so curly. It's already doing it. This brush. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the only reason I'm cutting my own bangs is because my hairdresser is on maternity leave. She's just had a baby. And the last time I went to someone else, it was a fucking disaster. You know when you come home from the hairdresser and you cry? Yeah, it was one of those times. So, yeah, I'd rather be responsible for my own tears if that's the outcome we're coming to. Why am I struggling to find my middle part today? That is not it. Hello? Mr. Middle. Mr. Middle. That is what we want, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. And I think we're going to need to just brush out the rest of the hair. Sorry, curls. Not today. Anytime I'm suspicious of how quiet Bunny is being, there's a 99% chance that she's just taken herself back to bed. And that's exactly what's happened today. Okay. That is this. Is that cable in the way? Yeah. That's funny. I'll just unplug that for now. We don't really need a lamp on in the middle of the day. Okay. Now, what do you got, Mr. Man?
And now how I'm going to do that is I'm going to find where that hair wants to part, right through here, and you can see where that hair parts. And usually that bone is about right there, so I'm just following that line directly up right there. So this is going to be the perfect amount of fringe for this mannequin head right through here.
Okay, that seems stressful. My head is dictating how much fringe it gets. Although it also seems to be working, because that seems about right. It's not exactly a triangle though, but that is my fringe, so... Alright, and now I guess we need to do the same on the other side. So we're saying to see where the fringe naturally wants to part from the head, which seems to be here. And that, yeah, does seem to be about right. Cool. Good to know. Now we're gonna tie the rest of our hair back, because otherwise I feel like this is gonna be stressful. Alrighty, what's next, Mr. Man? What's your name again? Alex? Jake. My partner's name. So hard to remember.
Because a lot of times when you're cutting a fringe, and if you cut it too shallow, you're going to notice hair that's going to kind of fall forward. This is where this hair lives. This is where this hair lives. So let's go ahead and do this on the other side. So this is going to be basically where our fringe is going to live. Right through this front area. So you can see, again, right where those temporal bone is, you just follow that right up through here. Now this would be essentially where her whole full fringe is at. Let's get this hair out of the way, And let's go about cutting this curtain fringe. When I approach this curtain fringe, there's a couple different things that I do. So first off, we actually found where the actual fringe is going to be. Now I'm dividing this up into subsections, okay? Now what I want to do is that if we're going to be parting this in the center, we're going to find where the center part is. Now I'm going to take this specific section and I'm going to be standing on the opposite side, okay? Now I take this and I'm going to basically comb this all over. So all of this hair is now going to extend this direction. Now what's going to happen is that we're going to create this line that's in there that's going to live just like that. So with us combing this over, and I'm going to go to the corner of her left eye, okay? So I'm standing right over the corner of the left eye right through here. Now I'm going to start by point cutting. I'm going to point cut this all the way down, just like so. Okay, now you can start to see how that line, now what we want it to do is that is going to extend out just like so, and you're going to start to see how that is going to create that curtain-ish fringe, just like that. So now what I want to do is I want to stand over here on the exact opposite side. Now I'm going to take a little bit of my previous cut section, and I'm going to take this right through here. And you're going to see, I'm going to see my guide right in here. I'm going to pull this over. And I'm standing, now I'm right over the top of her left eye, right through here. Her right eye, sorry. So now that I have cut the first section, taking the right side over to the left, and then the left side over to the right, let's go ahead and take our sections down, and we'll finish cutting those.
Alright, give me a minute, sir. I'm an expert. Well, that looks okay so far. Right? It's a lot of hair. It's in the sink right now. But we'll just pretend it's fine. Because it is, it's just hair. Who really gives a fuck? Lots of people, and it's fine if you do. But for me, I don't give too many fucks about my hair. Not too many, just enough. Okay, that's something. Now he wants to do the next section. How many sections are we doing? I think 3 seems like a good amount, right? Yeah, I think 3. Because if we just do it all, then it might come out uneven or something. I'm not sure, but I'm sure there's a good reason why we're putting it in sections, so let's just do it. Yeah, these scissors do suck. I know Mr. Brad Mondo always says to not use kitchen scissors, but honestly, I think my kitchen scissors would be doing a better job than these. What are they? Remington scissors. But we will carry on. Beautiful. Stanisha. Alright, last section. Those bits are gonna want to be longer though, so let's make them longer and we can always fix it up after, I think. Yeah, just below the eye. That looks pretty good in my opinion, my professional hairdressing opinion. She yelled. All right. Are we good? Did we do it?
So now that we're going to move into the shag or the rest of the haircuts, we are going to go ahead and start to layer everything from this shortest point. Now we're going to do it pretty heavily. Now a shag is basically defined as it goes from short to long, back through here. So short hair up through here, longer hair through the back. Depending on how long you want to have this, we don't really know yet, but let's start that shag up through this area. So first off, what I like to do is I'm going to find a section that is going to mirror this hairline right through here. So I'll take this a little bit thinner, but this section is going to be our guide for everything else. So let's go ahead and put that back. So you can see where my guide is, right there. Now let's go ahead and cut her right side. I'm going to take that section and it's going to mirror my hairline. And if you have a hairline that is recessed like pretty heavily, just make your line a little bit more jagged to follow that, because you don't want this area right through here to be a lot thinner than the area on the bottom. So just mimic whatever hairline you're working with. So as I start to come in through here, I'll stand directly in front and to see where my guide is at, right there.
Okay, I think we're gonna want to be a little more gentle than what he's doing. We can always take more off, but we can't put more on. Right, team? Right. Okay. We're gonna go in on this side. No idea if the mirror does the videos even pick up on what I'm doing. It will be nice. How do you even do the other side of your own head? You just gotta believe. Okay, no, we gotta change hands. This is ridiculous. And Connie, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. It's the hairdresser. I'm doing the best with what I got. What I got is a lot of hair. And a fuck it kind of attitude. Well, that's the hair. That's kind of cool. I guess now maybe we should dry it and see where we're at. Hello, Mr. Hair Dryer. What time are we at? I also have work in like 2 hours. Good times. I'll just go in and do the rest of my hair dried as well. But I think that looks pretty good, to be honest. It's better than it was. I mean, there's maybe a few little stray hairs here and there, but I think that'll just be, you know, I'll touch it up as the days go on. But I'm pretty happy with that for a first time. The video I used was How to Cut and Style a Shag with Curtain Fringe. Easy tutorial by Jake Thompson. It was an easy-ish tutorial. He was a little vague, but I've watched a lot of Brad Mondo in my time, so I knew what was going on. Yeah. If you have any hairdressing background, it would definitely be an easy tutorial. I suppose he's not really making content for people who have zero idea what the fuck they're doing. Now, I don't usually do a very good job at blow drying straight / curly, but we're gonna give it a go today because we've already started. No idea if you can actually hear me, but if anyone can enlighten me on why heat protection spray is actually important and how it actually works, I'd love to know, because I keep seeing videos of people saying that heat protection spray is super important, but I can't actually find anyone talking about why it's actually important. Or which ones actually work. Like, I've used it in the past, but I don't feel like it actually does anything. Actually looks cute! How long will it look cute for? Different story, but right now, it looks cute. My goodness. Hairdryers get hot, by the way. Alright, almost done. Listened to Lily Allen's new album last night, The West End Girl. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really interesting. And it's, yeah. From someone who, I just listened to a lot growing up, it's really cool to see them doing stuff again. And, hearing them as, a 40-year-old, not a 20-something. It's interesting to hear the perspective change. I think that's why I enjoyed Taylor Swift's new album so much. It's this is a 30-something-year-old woman, this isn't a 15-year-old little girl singing about a white horse coming to save her. Yeah, I love it. I think I'd have more luck with trying to blow dry curls. What do they call it? A blowout. I'd have more luck doing a blowout if I had a bigger brush, I think. I've just got such long, thick hair. Yeah, if I had a bigger one of these, like, oh shit. Like, chunkier, wider circumference, you know what I'm saying? I think that would work better for me. But it's not something I do very often, so. Last couple of wee bits. That's a very wee bit. But a bit nonetheless. Right. I think that looks just fine. What do you think? Looks pretty cute. It's a wee bit, the curls are a wee bit lacking on this side, but, well, on this side I mean. But honestly, it's fine. It's fine. I feel like that's good. Cute. Okay.